question. Shalom Kudrak. What is the formula of a vow? I heard people say, between open quotes, if I don't do ABC, then may X, Y, and Z happen to me. Is this a vow?
I think so. This should be, yeah. So if you say, may HaShem do these things to me. So there is a clear like several formulas with using Hashem's name. That's classic vow, but there are some opinions. Even if person say yes, right, or he will say no. So that's also in some context would be considered a vow, and it's actually possible. I mean, it's a big topic to be part of somebody else's vow, right? So he said whatever his vow, and the person has this kidei dibur, like this 1.5 seconds to say, I also should be included in this vow, quickly, right? He just finished. You said I also want to be included in the vow, and person is going to be included, right? So there are many ways to vow, but we have to be very, very careful, and that's why we say bli neder. Neder is a vow, right? So I don't want to be like I'm not tied myself with the vow. Okay, I'm going to do it, but bli neder. So, but the problem is again this crooked-minded people who take everything out of context. So they say bli neder because they have no intention to doing things. That's a big issue. You understand? We said bli neder, just bli neder meaning I'm going to do it, but don't like just in case if it's not going to work, it's not a neder. So I don't want to be punished or something. Because as we said, the person who breaks the vow, he relates to violations, right? To mitzvahs. One is negative, one is positive. Why should any normal person will put themselves in this situation? On one hand, on the other hand, yeah, if you want to like have special agenda, because in your case you want to like strengthen your resolve, yes, that's a different story. But I never ever recommend anybody to make a vow, right? Actually, me personally, I did 2 vows in my life, and I stick to them, because even though when there is a hatarasni nederim, the procedure before Rosh Hashanah to cancel the vow, but in my mind I said that this vow should stay for whatever reason. So I mean, because they're good to me, for me personally. Is it? It's something that is permissible. I said for me it's forbidden. Okay. And of course, I said that there is there are conditions. I put myself in good conditions. So technically, with this condition, there is a way out, like in some limited circumstances. But so we have to be very very careful and think before we do that. But technically, the person did, and then he or she see that it's too much, so they can go in front of the Beis Din. So a woman should not go. So she would send somebody to represent her, or right, and they can actually cancel the vow. And as if I remember correctly, even a part of her family can be this group of 3 people. So like usually a judge cannot be cannot relate in any way to the litigant, but in this case there is no problem. Okay. I'm not sure only one of them can be family. That's a technical details. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. Go ahead.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question. Question regarding this topic of a vow.
Mm-hmm.
Can this be applied to ordinary things in life? Example, to use only a pair of shoes during Shabbos. Thank you, Rabbi.
So a person can say that, but I would say always do a condition. So if I don't have these shoes with me, this and that, and I can always cancel. I can always replace with others. But yeah. So you can, but think about before you do that, and like create yourself ways out. Of course, it's possible to go and cancel, but don't rely on cancellation. So as I said, these 2 hours that I have, I at the beginning, so even though one of them was spontaneous, I did it because of the embarrassment. Right, I told the show I was embarrassed. Right, and I said I'm never ever going to do it again. No, actually, I'm going to do it. Starting this that time, I'm going to do, and but it was spontaneous, but I kept it. Right, and for me, it's very important not to not to cancel the vows. But some people they do spontaneous without thinking, and it's even though I did spontaneous, but it was good. But other people do overboard. Sometimes they try jump too high, and of course Satan is with them. Right, advice that's a very good vow, and then to just to knock them down later on. That's a famous approach of Satan.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So a friend is adding to the question. A friend says, in the case the vow was tacit, and we didn't actually say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So how should we?
So it's not a vow then. If it's not said out loud, it's not the vow. So the only exception is tzedakah. So even a person thought about even tzedakah such and such amount, that's already like a vow. According to many opinions, not according to all of them, but according to many opinions. That's how we started. That's how I started this topic. Since we were on topic, we have to see the difference, right, between regular vows and tzedakah. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Next question. If one, between open quotes, vows to do his best every day, is it considered to be an empty vow? Are we already obligated to do our best?
Yes, so that's why I said don't make this such a vow. Yeah, try to do your best, and that's it. So and when we try to do our best, it's very good, very advisable to do this self-accounting, like every night. Spend it's the hardest. So if you ask me what is the hardest, I would say this is the hardest. To spend to give yourself 5-10 minutes, like be organized person, and see how how my day went, what I achieved, what I did not achieve, or in what areas I failed, and in what areas I excelled. Right, that would be the best. But not this vow, it's dangerous. As you said, if person breaks a vow, he violates negative commandments and positive commandments. That's a lot. So to fix those transgressions is going to take time. So don't make any vow unless you're very, very serious. You consider you consult with your rabbi, and he said he knows the situation, and because you describe all the situation, all of the details, and see how it's going to go. Maybe it's not necessary. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, this is a great question. It says, Shalom Kuvalav. Since for non-Jews, the intentions to sins are counted as sins, meaning the thought of the sin, does the commitment in a non-Jew's mind count as a vow?
No, only when they speak out loud. Yeah. You're welcome.
So I actually had
and the same. One second. I apologize. I just want to finish. So same with them as if they thought to do something good and did not. And they were like able to do that. Something good does not count that they did, but for a Jew it would count as they did something good. Were they able to, but were prevented beyond their control? Something happened. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So some time ago, LevLeib expanded on this issue of the thoughts of a non-Jew, and the Rabbi explained that, for example, a non-Jew that was on his way of committing a sin or to harm another person, a Jew, for example, and something happened, and this that happened stopped him from doing so, he would still be liable for it. What happens if the person himself, the non-Jew himself, regrets it? Does he still get liable for it? If nothing besides his own conscience gets in the way of it.
So he regretted after he was stopped, right?
Before he did the thing, he regretted. I mean, on time, so to speak.
No, if he regretted on time, there is no problem. So okay, so that's a very good question. So this person would be liable only when he was trying to fulfill whatever he was desired, right? But he was stopped, not by the circumstances beyond his control. That's when he's still liable. If he regrets it later, it helps a little, but it's not such an easy thing. So we must remember. So for a non-Jew, right, it's not so easy to remove the sin. For a Jew, there is only this Teshuvah is a benefit only for a Jew. Meaning what that sin can be completely removed, and not only completely. I also just say if a person do it on the highest level out of love, it can be transferred, transformed into the merits. It's in Hilchas Teshuvah, last chapter of Halachas, chapter 10. Yes, but so it's possible, but it's not going to work for non-Jews. So they have less mitzvahs, so we expect them. HaShem expects them to fulfill these mitzvahs, right? And one of the mitzvahs is not to kill and not to steal, and not to harm another person, and not to commit incest or other sex crimes. So, right.
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.